me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games till a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller Brothers, here we screamin' lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah.
We welcome you back to Smalls Athletic Field in York, Pennsylvania. It is game number 2 of day number 2 at the York Rose Bowl, and we have some bigger schools on tap. It's Penn Hills from the Whippy Owl and Susquehanna Township from the Mid-Penn. Susquehanna Township, obviously the closer opponent. Both teams are bringing the energy here in game number 2.
Yeah, the Penn Hill Indians versus Susquehanna Township Indians. They both sport the same red color, and they all both have the same
playing for more than just a week 1 win.
Absolutely. Indian versus Indian. Red versus red. Should be a really good game. Penn Hills and Susquehanna Township, 2 quality football teams, well coached, and they're fired up. It's 2 o'clock here in York City, York, PA. We're at Smalls Field, located in downtown York. As you can see, Susquehanna Township's doing their before game prayer.
Yeah, it's led by Joe Heaton. I talked to Joe on Sunday in an interview up in Langlestown, and essentially what he's told me is that he's really, really excited about, and not every coach had said that on Sunday in the interview series that me and Joe Gilloway did up in Harrisburg. Is Joe Heaton said that he's just really excited about this team, really excited about what they can bring to the table, especially their star guys. They have Lex Cyrus as their wide receiver committed to play at South Carolina, and they have a quarterback who's certainly going to play some college football as well in Torrin Evans. Saw them in a scrimmage on Saturday as well. They played against Camp Hill, and they looked good. I mean, they look fast, they look dynamic, and look like a team that's ready to win a Week 1 football game. Amani Christian won our last game here in York. Talked to player of the game David Davis after that one. He reached the end zone 3 times last game. I mean, Amani Christian looks really, really ready for this season.
Yeah, Davis had a really good game. Amani Christian defense was top notch. They only let West Catholic score 1 time throughout the whole game, and that was a big play by their by their quarterback, a 70-yard scamper to the end zone. But they play really good. Amani Christian's a team you want to keep your eyes on throughout this year. They're going to make some noise in their district.
We are set for kickoff. Penn Hills came out absolutely thundering in the pregame. They came out Amani Christian was still on the field, and it immediately became apparent to me down there on the field that some of these guys from Penn Hills know the Amani Christian guys, obviously with them both being Pittsburgh schools, and they know each other, they're friends, and they're both ready to start the Whippy Out Conference off 2-0 here in the Rose Bowl.
Susquehanna Township takes over, starts with the ball first on offense. Ball at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, Susquehanna Township went 0-10 3 years ago, and since then have really climbed back into the rankings that they wanted to be, and they're predicted to be an 8-9 or possibly even 10-win team this year with the amount of talent on display.
Township with the ball.
Evans going to fire it near side Cyrus. He makes the drop. To be quite frank, Penn Hills is aggressive. They're energetic, and I think it could lead to a lot of interesting scenarios.
Absolutely. And Torrin Evans, number 15, the quarterback, listed at 6 foot, 175, a junior, and he's a lefty.
Yeah, Torrin Evans has been the starter there now for 3 seasons.
Since a freshman.
Yeah. Yeah, and you go back to that freshman year, there was a team that had really, really struggled. I don't want to say for certain that he was the full-time starter, but he was certainly up there. Here's the pitch over to Cyrus, and he shows off his speed. Cyrus still working, and he's down at the 35, and that's a typical Lex Cyrus play when he gets his hands on the ball with space.
Yeah, number 8, Lex Cyrus, listed as a DB and also wide receiver, 6 foot, 173, and he's a senior for the Indians.
So just 30 seconds into this one, and Lex Cyrus shows off his speed. He was a state medalist in his sophomore year in the men's 100-meter race in track and field.
Amazing.
Placed 3rd last season.
A lot of these student athletes play multiple sports, and I salute that. That's a great thing to do. And like I said, not just play one sport, but play multiple sports.
Yeah, you look at best athletes in the Mid-Penn Conference, Lex Cyrus, J.J. Kelly, who we talked about pre-game of the last game, just in conversation on some local scores. J.J. Kelly joining the football team at Chambersburg, where this event used to be held. But those two guys, man, their athleticism is off the charts.
Absolutely. And already we have our first flag of the game, a delay of game against the Susquehanna Township Indians. Sets them back 5 yards.
Yeah, 1st and 15 now on the 29. Torrin Evans surveying the backfield, and another flag on the play, and he's just going to dump this one off to Cyrus. The play falls incomplete. We'll see what the flag is coming up.
Most likely a holding on the offense.
Yeah, you're exactly correct. Holding on the offense, it's going to back him up another 5 yards for.
And that's 2 back-to-back penalties for the Susquehanna Township Indians. Sets them back 10 yards. Brings up a 1st and 15.
It's going to be more than that.
I'm sorry, 1st and 20. And let's just hope, Luke, this isn't a flag-filled game like the last game was, where I believe it was almost probably about 20 penalties.
Yeah, we saw
in that game.
A lot of flags. It's 1st and 25 on the 20-yard line.
Also want to give a shout out to Carter Scappa. He's also in the booth with us tonight doing some stats. And
scoreboard reads a 1st and 20. We had a 1st and 25 there, and the run will get them pretty close. But anytime you've got to go a quarter of the football field for a first down, you've probably done something wrong. So 3rd and 14. I believe this is a 2nd, actually.
Quick bubble screen.
Darian Brown gets the reception. Susquehanna Township had two guys that played in the Big 33 football classic last year, Dorian Smith and Tymere Williams. They also had Aubrey Carter, who's going up to play college football at Stony Brook.
And that was a nice tackle for number 11 for Penn Hills, Amari Sherrill, listed as a wide receiver and DB, 5'7", 165, sophomore.
So the scoreboard reads...
3rd and 12.
Now it's corrected back to 3rd and 12. Lex Cyrus in motion. Evans throws to an unaware receiver. Some early struggles for Torrin Evans.
And that's a 3 and out, bringing up a 4th down, and the Indians are in position to punt.
That pass was intended for number 18, Jarrett Kern. And you are correct, Susquehanna Township in position to have to punt this one away. Not exactly what they wanted out of that first drive, but it's what they will get. Martell Palmer's back to receive for the Penn Hills Indians. Punter's back.
Decent punt.
Yeah, that'll drop at the 42 and back to the 45. So Penn Hills 55 yards away from the end zone on their opening drive. We'll see what their offense has coming up to. What do you expect from the Indians from Penn Hills?
Well, the Penn Hills has a nice high-octane offense. I expect them to run the ball a little bit, see what they can get, and also throw the ball down the field. Their playbook is pretty wide open. I saw a little bit of highlights from them, or a couple days ago. I saw online some highlights, and they can throw the ball and run the ball. So you'll see a little bit of both when they come out here on the field. And they have a nice front offensive line. Want to give a shout out to both teams. As you can see, they have cheerleaders on both sides.
Yeah.
They travel very well, as well as fans here. Want to thank all the fans for tuning in and watching this game on the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars. There's a flag already. Very first play for Penn Hills. Didn't see offhand. I believe that was a delay of game on the Penn Hill Indians.
It's 1st and 15 on the 40 now for Penn Hills.
They start off with the same bubble screen.
They go out to the far side, and looks like he'll get a gain of maybe 2 on the play.
And Luke, you see that bubble screen quite often, and a lot of teams, they run that bubble screen. I was told it's just like a handoff, pretty much, for a running back, for the wide receiver.
Right, yeah. Especially when you have a speedy wide receiver. Like I've noticed thus far that Penn Hills has a lot of guys that are going to be able to take it. And you talked in the last game about YAC, yards after catch. That's what those are all about, because you're essentially, you're getting the ball
immediately after the snap. And there they are, running the ball downhill, big time run for number 1, Nitel Mitchell.
And golfers talk about when you hit a shot pin high. It's essentially the same thing. When you throw one of those bubble screen passes, you're getting the ball snap high. You're getting at the same yard line that the snap was taken.
Yep.
So it's nothing but positive yardage after that if you can run it correctly.
It's a fake, and he's going deep.
This could be, except that it's overthrown to the intended wide receiver. It was Carter Bonner, the intended receiver. Just a bit of an overthrow from Devin Harris. Wonder if Penn Hills stayed in the hotel or drove over. I talked to David Davis before we did an interview after the last game, and Amani Christian had stayed in a hotel 12 minutes away. I mean, it makes a huge difference because,
absolutely,
especially if you're playing the 10:30 game, you're probably leaving at 5:30 to get to this game, give or take, maybe closer to 6. But still, that is quite a drive out from Pittsburgh. But they stay in a hotel, and obviously Susquehanna Township, it's no big deal to get over here.
Nitel Mitchell with the run again, the 5'10", 190 senior. for the Penn Hill Indians. Picks up about 2 yards, I believe. Well, I think he got stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 3rd and 10 with a little less than 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's going to be a big play here. 3rd and 10. They had to pick up at least 10 yards. And there's a blitz. And they're coming.
What a defensive play by Susquehanna Township, getting to the quarterback, forcing quite a loss in the backfield.
That was a great job for number 11, Zamir Martin, the linebacker.
Martin, yes.
6 foot, 178 senior. Came through like lightning off the end there and got right to the quarterback.
Used that term, shot out of a cannon again. Used it in the last game. Certainly applicable here as well.
Ears pinned back, and he was ready to go. And that's a great job, especially on 3rd down. We call that the money down, when you have to make a play. And obviously, Susquehanna Township made a big play there.
So it backs Penn Hills up to a 4th and 21. Both teams forced to punt it away on the opening drives.
Let's see if the offense can complement the defense. Defense is playing really good football so far, and I think it's going to be another delay of game.
Perhaps a timeout, not sure.
I was told by our sideline reporter, Carter Scappa, that was an official timeout.
Oh, okay. Yep, so they get things rolling again. 7:07 to go here in the first quarter.
You can see Susquehanna Township has 2 guys back there.
Snap goes high, and the punt is out of bounds, but not after a good roll and a good punt. It was low, but it works out. Susquehanna Township's going to get the ball back after quite a defensive showing. Martin is now subbing off, and he's congratulated with quite the display of fist bumps and high fives. Cause
Absolutely.
He earned it. I mean, what a play in that backfield. It forces quite a loss for Penn Hills and forces them to punt it away when they maybe wouldn't have on 4th down.
Sometimes I play my son in Madden, Luke, and I tell him to get a different color jersey when it's almost similar. Like today,
yeah.
Red on red. It's very hard to see who's who, but it's difficult, especially for an old guy like me.
Handoff through the middle is good for a couple of yards.
It's the truth, man. 42. 42.
6:40 here in the first.
Speaking of games, man, how about that college game day 25? A lot of kids are on that, man. That's a really nice game.
And it's cool to see a lot of the local players.
Oh man,
on
that's
that
awesome.
Game as well.
So awesome.
We'll see Lex Cyrus in that game next year.
I'm sorry?
We'll see Lex Cyrus in that game next year.
Absolutely.
In the South Carolina.
We have guys locally here. You know, Joel's Golf. There's so many guys that's on that team now.
Yeah, Perbula as well at Penn State.
Abdul Janae. All guys you can play in the game. And also Jair Rawlinson, who plays for Bishop McDevitt last year. He's in the game this year.
Yeah, so. Rico Scott at Alabama as well.
He's at Kent State.
Noisemaker down below us. I believe that's what it is. Mount St. Joseph's coaching staff is here for the next game.
There.
And pass to Susquehanna Township is probably going to go for negative yardage. Another fourth down forced for them.
Penn Hills ate that right up. They read that very, very well. They knew what was going on and got right to the ball carrier. And that's another 3 and out for Susquehanna Township. Russell Wilson.
4th and 6, and the punt is up and away. And Susquehanna Township's going to be able to get to that one immediately.
And that was a tackle by committee there.
Yes.
Late flag came on the field.
Score updated an upset brewing and Harrisburg. 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go between LaSalle College High School and Harrisburg. LaSalle leads 17-7 on a Harrisburg team that's picked by a lot of people to go undefeated in the regular season.
Well, we also got to mention about Harrisburg, them losing their starting quarterback, Sean Lee, to eligibility issues, and that was a huge loss for the Harrisburg Cougars, not having Sean Lee in that backfield as a quarterback. He was a quarterback for the team for the last 3 years.
At the end of the first quarter, it is a Wyoming Spartan lead, 14-0 over last year and the year before that and the year before that and the year before that as well. 2A champ Southern Columbia. Wyoming leads 14-0 over a dynasty, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, that Southern Columbia team is really good.
Yeah, well coached by Jim Roth, who's looking for his 500th career win today. Just the 5th coach in the United States of America to reach that mark.
Wow.
So 4:45 to go in the first quarter.
With the ball at the 41-yard line.
Hey, good field position to start off here on 1st and 10. Handoff.
Penn Hills has the ball.
And that's going to be good for a first down. What a play.
Wow.
Rumbling through. Natel Mitchell.
Natel Mitchell, man, he's a downfield runner, and you can tell he likes to get the ball, and he doesn't mind taking a little bit of contact.
Yeah, there was a runner for the Chiefs. I'm blanking on the name. They always said he runs like he's angry. That's how it seemed like.
Are you talking about Christian Okoye?
No,
That's old
Isaiah
school there.
Pacheco. As Carter helps me out. Isaiah Pacheco, who just runs like he's angry.
Yeah.
And here's a handoff right back to him. Natel Mitchell, 2 or 3 yards on that one.
And I saw a mouthpiece pop out on that hit right there. He fell on the turf.
Substitution coming out for Susquehanna Township.
And that's not what you want to see if you're a Penn Hills fan. You see Natel Mitchell being walked off the field, got up a little gingerly. He may need some attention.
With the amount of injuries we've seen, it might give a little bit of evidence for Pennsylvania to adopt the New Jersey style of things where they start the high school football season on August 30th is week 1 in New Jersey. With the heat that we have here in August, I mean, honestly, last week would have been better with some of that 70-degree weather that we had, but I mean, that's certainly a key contributor to the cramps is the heat. As Susquehanna Township's defense in the backfield weren't able to get to the quarterback this time as he escapes for 9 or potentially 10 yards for the first down. Martell Palmer again. Mason Lubold, one of Susquehanna Township's captains, subbing off. He's one of the guys that Joe Heaton said he's really, really fired up about for his team so far this year, is Mason Lubold. Yeah. There's 3. Yeah. So Palmer taking the snap. Fakes the handoff. He rolls out, throws near side, and taken down by Susquehanna Township, but not before a solid gain from Derek Selby Jr. That moves the chains.
Number 3 is Devin Harris.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Correction there. Number 3 is Devin Harris.
Quarterback for Penn Hills.
Gets Penn Hills great field position at the 24. Looking deep. Right over
Harris.
the top.
So the play gets up past the 10-yard line.
And that's a nice catch from Derek Selby Jr. Listed at 5'10", the wide receiver, linebacker, and DB.
This could certainly be where we see the first score of this game. Tied at nothing apiece right now, but first and goal on the 8.
And they run the ball back to Natel.
Yeah, panned off to Mitchell. Nice showing by Susquehanna Township's defense to get to him. Mitchell out to the far side. First and goal from the 4.
Great job from Susquehanna Township.
Yeah, that is a phenomenal showing. It probably forces a field goal coming up. So the field goal will come from Angelo Bellino.
Set up for a field goal.
And that's good. Angelo Bellino has the first lead of the game. Penn Hills 3-0 over Susquehanna Township. They had the ball in the 8 with a first down. Township's defense is able to force a field goal. 1:05 to go in the first quarter of play here on the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars. Certainly a fun day of football we have coming your way, and obviously Amani Christian has a dominant win in the first game of the day. We have Susquehanna Township and Penn Hills right here, and coming up it's McDevitt and Mount St. Joseph. The nightcap is CD East and York.
And Penn Hills strikes blood first with 3 points on the board in the first quarter of this game with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. Of our second game of 4 today here at Smallsville, located in York, Pennsylvania, right in the heart of downtown York. And there's a huge crowd that's starting to come in here and come to the Smallsville and show some love. Like I said, both teams are well represented with fans.
quicker moving game we have here, too, than the last one.
Yeah,
Already.
hopefully it stays this way. We have been victims of a long games this last 2 days, so.
Our scheduled kickoff time for McDevitt and Mount St. Joseph is 4:30. That's in 2 hours.
We might make that. We're lucky.
Yeah, we're looking at 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Both of these teams are playing much more of a pass-style offense than anything that keeps the clock rolling.
Big-time kick.
Yeah, that is a great kick. But is it ruled a touchback? Yes, it is. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. So 1:03 left to go in quarter number 1. Evans fires to an open receiver. It's Jarrett Kern who makes a drop on the near sideline. Susquehanna Township wants that play back for certain. 58.7 now left to go in the first quarter. Evans back to pass. He might go for it himself. No, he'll throw over the middle to an open receiver who's drilled upon reception. But Zykir Leaks is going to gain some yardage for the Indians.
.50 remaining in the first quarter. Penn Hills up 3-0 over Susquehanna Township. Some fans may be wondering which team is Susquehanna Township, as they're both wearing red.
Handoff and immediately taken down on the run. A phenomenal play in the backfield. Donovan Burnett. It keeps the clock rolling, now down past 22 seconds. Neither team has taken any timeouts here in the first quarter. That certainly has kept us rolling. Meanwhile, Township head coach Joe Heaton is out all the way to the numbers. But it looks like they're just going to waste away this last couple seconds and head on to the second quarter. That is what they're going to do. So 3 points scored in the first quarter of play. Penn Hills takes a 3-0 lead over Susquehanna Township. It is game 2 of day 2 here on the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars. Penn Hills leads by 3 after 1.
And we'll be back momentarily. We're on a road to a couple of our commercials.
What up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry. And guess what? I'm coming to Pittsburgh. That's right. The August Wilson Center is going down. Oh, yeah. The Rock Comedy Show Season 5. It is going down at the August Wilson Center. You don't want to miss this. It's your boy, Rodney Perry, live and in effect. I know Rodney Perry. Yes, you do. That's right. My dear big happy family, Johnson Family Vacation, coming to America, too. Let's not forget the Monique Show. Hey, man, I'm your mama's favorite comic.
And we're back to start the second quarter. Just missed that play there, but it was a deep ball that was incomplete to number 3 for Susquehanna Township.
Yeah, that pass intended for Zykir Leaks.
You ordered a snack, and wow, you're in work mode. Snack mode. You in snack mode.
I ain't in snack mode.
You in
I'm always in snack mode.
3rd and 13 coming as Evans is back to take the pass. He's under pressure.
Scrambles. The lefty's still on his feet.
Wow, what a run. And he's still on his feet. A first down and more for Torrin Evans.
And that's what you call making nothing out of something.
Yeah,
Something
absolutely.
out of nothing. I said it backwards.
Right, yeah.
Sorry, I said it backwards.
Hopefully everybody knew what you meant. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Something out of nothing on that play. I mean, he's under pressure in the backfield. He just finds an opening. I think a lot of times defenses pressure the quarterback, and once that happens, they rely on the offense breaking down, when in reality they pressure the quarterback. He's able to find space. You know, if you send 2 guys at him, then they're down 2 on the other side. They're only 9 to beat. And it's
always tough playing a left-handed quarterback. They play a little unorthodox. So,
Yeah, right.
They can catch you off guard by the way they move.
Susquehanna Township's going to get called for a false start here. It'll back him up 5 yards. Back to the 45. Evans working through pressure again. He'll take it on his feet again.
Very
working
nimble.
through traffic, and he picks up 6 yards on the play.
City wants some background noise, right? There you go.
2nd and 5 on the opposing 45 now. They send a guy in motion, now going deep.
Wow.
And that's caught. Brought down. Unreal play by Susquehanna Township. Darian Brown with the grab of the game thus far.
And you can tell that play there was a signature play between quarterback and wide receiver. He just winged it up there, and he knew right where he was going to be at for that play. They probably run that play quite often. That was on the dime, what the kids call a dot.
Yeah, right there was Darian Brown as soon as the snap was taken. I mean, I thought that Torrin Evans was going too far. I thought there's nobody that could possibly be that far downfield, and matter of fact, there was. And he made a spectacular grab. Darian Brown from Torrin Evans. Quite the connection.
Torrin Evans, and there's a penalty as well that was attached to that play. But Torian Evans, 6 foot, 175, only a junior, and so far, man, he has impressed me very much so far in this game. Doesn't seem rattled at all. Seems very confident out there. Has a big arm, and he has legs. Very nimble when he gets out the pocket. They're in field goal range at this point.
So Torrin Evans with the run. Will they go? Yes, they will. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Susquehanna Township. Xavier Rivera has Susquehanna Township on the board with a lead, 6-3.
And I tell you what, there's something very small you may have not noticed on that touchdown play, that the quarterback did a great job of making the fake like he had the ball, because he actually almost got tackled and gave Torres an opportunity to run down the field for that touchdown. Great read, great job from the quarterback. He really set that play up for the touchdown.
See if they can put together the extra point try. It will come from kicker Aaron Ramsey. Looking for the 7-3 lead. And it's low, but good. Eric Ramsey has Susquehanna Township with 7 points. It's 7-3 over Penn Hills with 10:36 left to go in the first half of play.
Now it's time for Penn Hills to come back and have something up their sleeve to get back on the board, as they struck blood first with that field goal to put them up by 3 points. But Susquehanna Township did a great job of coming back with a touchdown, and really was Evans. Evans did a great job. Torrin Evans did a great job, the quarterback, of really getting his team down the field and creating plays. And it was that big-time throw, and then it just set up the 22-yard run.
So Penn Hills will get ball back, and I mean they showed the opportunity. You go back to that field goal, and you can say, well, it's just one lousy field goal, but you can also say that they had 1st and goal on the 8-yard line. Now Susquehanna Township's defense stepped up in a major way to force that field goal that they had to take, but still they were able to get inside the 10 and impose a real threat. So we'll see if we can see that again from Penn Hills here. So Ramsey, after the extra point made, will kick it away. Kick back to the 3. Ramsey has been really solid today for Susquehanna Township, and a jersey pull that ends up in a tackle on Penn Hills. Martell Palmer.
That's going to bring out Penn Hill Indians with the ball at the 20-yard line. Not too many penalties this game so far. I don't want to jinx it, though, but there's not too many penalties, which is made so far for a clean game.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot. And that's allowed for a quicker moving game. Neither team has taken any timeouts either. There's a holding penalty on the kickoff. And there's a run that should pick up a first down. Yes, it will. Devin Harris on the quarterback keeper. So it's enough for the Indians' first down as they look to move this ball. They need to get it 80 yards to bring it to the house. That would make it a 9-7 game. An extra point would make it a 10-7 game. Quarterback keeper again as he scrambles, he throws, and it is complete. He's pushed out of bounds. Hard to see on that far sideline, but it's complete and immediately pushed out of bounds.
Score is 7-3 with Susquehanna Township up over Penn Hills with 9:44 to go in the second quarter. Ball at the 29-yard line, 2nd and 2.
Two-yard shouldn't be much of an issue for Penn Hills, and it won't be.
And it's a
Barreling up, far sideline.
And he's out.
One man to beat. Penn Hills is back on top.
And unfortunately, there is a flag on the play. Big time move because he took a hit and kept on going. It didn't slow him down at all.
It was
Hopefully-
Jeremy Paulino.
Hopefully, it's not against Penn Hills and they can, celebrate their touchdown.
Well, they are celebrating it now, but they don't know for sure. But Jeremy Paulino is the runner either way. This run's going to go back to Penn Hills. No longer on top in this game. They had the 9-7 lead, but the touchdown is called back. 7-3. Susquehanna Township is where we stay. Ball goes back to the 29-yard line. Quite a walk back. 70 yards.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that had a big time play and it was a great run. That's going to come. That's negated now. It's going to come back and doesn't count for anything.
Yeah, it would have been a 71-yard touchdown run for Paulino. But again, re-emphasize the point that Penn Hills has showed us that they're capable. Substitution comes in for Susquehanna Township. It's Yendor Mack. He's expected to be with Mason Lubald, one of the key leaders to that offensive and defensive line. Receiver out on the near side is Carter Bonner. Devin Harris back at quarterback for Penn Hills. He's looking at Carter, throws near sideline, double coverage,
that's a pass
and
interference.
it could have been picked off, but it's probably
Clear.
going to be pass interference. 2 flags fly in on the play on the double coverage.
Clear pass interference there. It's going to give them 15 yards.
Steph Millette and Darian Brown were the 2 that supplied that double coverage. That should move Penn Hills up to the 44-yard line. Harris throws behind the receiver who makes a superhuman grab.
Picks up a few yards.
Martell Palmer, quite an impressive catch to begin with. Sack in the backfield as Devin Harris was in trouble from the start. Jaden Riley, all he really had to do was just tap him.
Great job from Jaden Riley, listed at 5'10", 260, only a junior. So he has a bright future ahead of him, especially this season and next.
So 2nd and 16 off the sack tackle for loss. Harris throws over the middle. That pass falls incomplete, and I mean falls incomplete. Too low for Carter Bonner to get to it from the beginning. Believe we have a 4th down. Scoreboard reads 3rd and 16. Believe we have a 4th and 16. Yes, we do, from Penn Hills. So they're going to have to punt it away. You can't help but feel bad for Penn Hills after a 71-yard touchdown run that was called back, and now they have to punt it away. And this is probably going to be some pretty good field positions. Lex Cyrus is set up on only the 39, as is his counterpart, Steph Millette.
As you said, that's pretty deflating to have a 70-yard run negated for a penalty and then don't come out with anything and have to punt the ball and give the other team great field position. So it's going to be real tough. And there's more flags being thrown.
Yeah, 2 of them at least. The refs are...
We're going to start calling this the flag bowl.
The refs are deliberating on something. Yeah, they can start putting a yellow flag on the emblem instead of a white rose.
Yeah, let's start calling this the flag bowl.
Yeah, but certainly week 1 struggles at their finest.
Mm-hmm. I want to give a big shout out to the referees as well. I know a couple of the guys that's out there, they do a very good job. It's very hard to call a game in real time, but they do a great job with that. So big shout out to the referees and the hard work they put into the game.
Are these York Adams referees working this event?
I don't know all of them, but I know 2 from York County. So I saw them out here today. I shook hands with them. And, you know, like I said, it's very hard to be a referee. It's a lot going on in the game, and they have to work together. So, you know, they're calling the game as they see it, and I think they're doing a really good job. The student advocates had to do a better job with the penalties, though. It's a great kick.
PIAA looking for referees on a daily basis. Lex Cyrus makes a return on a great kick. A flag flies as he goes out towards the far sideline, and some issues around the 30-yard line.
It's starting to get a little unnecessary roughness going on right there. And there's more people coming on the field, and they shouldn't come on the field because they can get kicked out the game if you leave the bench, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with some of this stuff. Certainly not what we wanted to see.
We know football is a controlled, violent sport. That's why the referees are out there making sure everything is, doesn't get too out of hand.
Yeah,
you may see somebody get ejected. You may see that.
Yeah, we're literally just talking about how hard referees' jobs are. This is the hardest part because this is not what we want to see in any game.
As you can see, the referees are standing there talking to each other. Cameras on them right now. They're going to figure out how they're going to play this out. They want to control the atmosphere in this game.
Absolutely.
They don't want things to get out of hand at all. It shouldn't get chippy that early in the game, in my opinion. The game is still very close. It's still early in the game as well. Whatever outcome happens, we will agree with it and, support the referees.
Penalties offset. Doesn't seem like we have any ejections.
I agree with that. That's okay with me. Looks like referees are talking to the teams Let them know they're not going to go for that moving forward. Gets a little chippy out there every now and again. Somewhat of a delay in the game as they're addressing both teams. Want to encourage all the fans to come down to Smalls Field and watch the games. This is game 2 of 4 games a day. Have a couple more games lined up after this, with York High being pretty much the last game of the day. They're the host of this event today. The game was held at York Suburban last night. 2 games there.
Score update from Berks County. While missing beating Southern Columbia 28-0 at the half. Southern Columbia team that usually drops one regular season game. It's usually to their arch rival Mount Carmel. Then they usually play them again in the playoffs and win that one. It's just a weird coincidence that keeps happening. And then Southern Columbia usually goes on to win the 2A state title. A lot of Southern Columbia media and fans had predicted that they might drop today's game to Wyoming, missing certainly a score that we're going to keep our eye on throughout the second half of that game here on our York Rose Bowl coverage. Toward Evans out to Jarrett Kern, and Kern has a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play.
Quick update from Redline versus Ephrata. Ephrata's up 22-14 at half. Going to also give an update on that LaSalle-Harrisburg game. We know that Harrisburg was down by 10 going into halftime, 17-7.
Yeah, halftime probably wrapping up there. 17-7 was that halftime score. 2nd and 5 coming for Susquehanna Township.
Great defensive play by number 41, I believe, or number 4.
It's something
Penn Hills.
Definitely of note. Torrin Evans was hit after he threw on that play, and I really respect what he did afterwards. He stood up and he just kind of calmly, asked for everything to calm down back there. He doesn't want to get hit after the play unnecessarily, and I think the way that he went about that was really good especially considering that we just had a little scuffle going on in the second quarter here, so
absolutely
looking to calm down the climate as much as he can. And
big shout out to Jameer Ellis on that tackle. Great open field tackle from Jameer Ellis.
So flag flies before the snap. 7:03 to go here in the second quarter of play.
Shotgun snap.
Evans fires over the middle. That one could have been intercepted. Intended receiver was again Jarrett Kern. We haven't seen as much at Alex Cyrus as I had imagined this far into the game, but certainly still a key piece, to say the least.
Well, Lex Cyrus, number 8, you'll if he's not in the game plan in the first half, he'll definitely be in the game plan
Absolutely.
going into the second half. You got to make those adjustments, and he's a game changer. So if the ball's not in his hands, you can't expect anything to happen very good for Susquehanna Township. They need to have Lex Cyrus a part of the game plan.
4th and 13. The punt is part of the game plan right now, as that one is out
catch
to perfect midfield. So Penn Hills will start their offensive drive right on the 50-yard line. Martell Palmer makes the fair catch, and the Indians have it at midfield.
little less than 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Susquehanna Township up 7-3. Ball at the 50-yard line. Great field position. I'm sorry, Penn Hills has the ball at the 50-yard line. Great field position.
First and 10, 7-3 is the current lead for Susquehanna Township. Penn Hills had a 71-yard touchdown called back on their last offensive drive, and here they get a first down to kick things off from the 50. They move to what looks to be the 38.
And that's Natal Mitchell again running the ball. Also plays linebacker on defense.
He's a great runner.
He's a big boy, man. He can take contact and keep on going. He likes the contact as well, and he has great field vision.
And there he is right there getting back into the scrum. He'll get a gain of 1. Handoff taken. Bounce to the outside and a run for about 5 yards on that play. Josh Nengite with the tackle for Susquehanna Township. The run came from Penn Hills number 27, Jeremy Paulino. He's the one who had that 71-yard touchdown run that was called back earlier. So Paulino certainly has the leg as he subs off after the play. Third and 5 for the Penn Hills offense.
Deep ball.
Surprisingly
It's a
going
one-on-one.
deep, and it is successful for Penn Hills. What a grab
By Martell
Palmer. Yes. Inside the 5 for the Indians. Lobbing it up on third down. Only needed 5, and how about a trip to the 5-yard line? First and goal from there with 5:18 to go in the half. Mitchell.
Just a brute force going right through going right
And
on the
he's
left-hand
in.
side, and that's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Penn Hills.
Well, I think
Flag on the play again on the Mitchell run.
I think the flag might be from a face mask. I think the touchdown is good.
Let's see what the officials have here coming. Flag goes against Penn Hills.
And I stand corrected.
Good news is they'll still have it well within scoring position. Lex Cyrus subs in on the defensive side. Substituting out is Darian Brown, who made a heck of a catch on the other side of the field earlier in this game. First and 6. First and goal from the 6, rather. It looks like we have a charged timeout. First and goal from the 6, 5:02 to go in the first half. 7-3 the lead for Susquehanna Township. 5:02 left to go in the first half of play. Penn Hills in scoring territory with a 1st and goal from the 6. They're going to put some guys in motion. Do what do you see coming up here?
A little misdirection. I expect a direct snap.
And it will be Mitchell through the middle and probably just short. Yeah, I think he's just short on the 1.
Yeah, they're probably going to get the ball right back to Mitchell, probably under center. He's just a workhorse when he has the ball. One guy can't take him down. He likes to take that first contact and keep running.
4:44 to go and some more.
A little misdirection going on. Now number 4 is going to take the direct snap and go right under center, as I said. And there it is.
He barrels through.
I don't know. He might have got to push back.
Potentially short, waiting for the referee's signal.
I think he may have got to the line of scrimmage or even lost an inch or two. I like the play calling, though.
Interesting misdirection that we see. Even some guys like spinning around and doing a 360 to get to their spot. I mean, anything works.
And they're going to keep punching it in. Direct snaps, you don't have to do anything fancy. Just direct snaps going straight up the gut.
This one's going to go back to Mitchell.
That's Jameer Ellis.
Yes, correct. Excuse me. And that one's good for the touchdown, Penn Hills.
And that's one of those plays you know is coming, but you can't stop it.
The Indians of Penn Hills are back on top in this one. It's 9-7 with the extra point pending.
Puts the the Indians up by 2 points right now. This extra point will be crucial.
4 minutes flat to go here in the first half.
And it's up. And it's good.
Good kick. That one's probably good from 25 yards out, potentially further. So it's 10-7, the Penn Hills lead with 4 minutes to go. What does Susquehanna Township need to do? Because in my eyes, it's target Lex Cyrus too.
Yeah, it's been a competitive game so far. This has probably been our most competitive game the last 2 days of doing the Rose Bowl. 10-7, pretty much leading into the halftime. Been very, very competitive game. We expect that next game as well with Bishop McDevitt, and then again with York High being the last game on tap for today. Four minutes to go in the second quarter. 10-7. Penn Hills is up by 3 here at Smalls Field, located in York, Pennsylvania. We encourage all to come down to the game. There's still a lot of seats here. There's good food. There's drinks. There's the football atmosphere. A lot of media's here as well. You see a lot of videographers. I see my guy Cade Burdett down there. He does a great job. Follow him.
He does.
Cade Visuals. He gets a couple thousand views every time he puts something out. He makes all his highlights are like a movie, man. They're really good.
Dude, how about this? LaSalle College High School up 24-7 over the Harrisburg Cougars. 9:44 in quarter number 3. That was 15 minutes ago. Harrisburg gets possession back, forces a fumble on the LaSalle side, and LaSalle recovers the fumble. They get the ball back, potential to be up 31-7 in the third quarter.
Again, the thing about Harrisburg, a very good team. Won districts the last 4 years in a row.
3 years, yeah.
3 years in a row. They're always in contention of going to the states and winning districts. And they lost last year to Manheim Township early in the season, then ended up beating Manheim Township when it counted.
They did the year before that as well.
Yeah, so a team like Harrisburg always has a lot of eyes on them. They're underneath a microscope because they're such a good team. So, with this big loss, you're going to hear a lot of chatter for the next couple of days about how good the team is and Sean Lee not being there and things of that nature. But they get better each game. And, they're built for the long haul. So when the districts come, playoffs come, they'll be right there in the mix.
Yeah, the note that you mentioned about them losing to Manheim Township, then beating them back, they actually did the exact same the year before that as well in their second straight district title. So they've had a lot of success beating teams back.
I also want to give a a local shout out to West York as they stop 11-game skid and beat Elko today 33-6. Going deep again. Got it.
Deep pass and no.
Just
Lex
out of the
Cyrus
hands.
is the intended receiver.
Devin Harris, the quarterback. My mistake. That's Torrin Evans, the quarterback for Susquehanna Township. He's very accurate. He's a very accurate quarterback. Very accurate on the passes. They're right on the money. There's a blitz.
Torrin Evans right to Jared
And there's
Kern.
some room here after that blitz.
Kern with plenty of room
Yes.
and plenty of speed to the 20. 19, 18. 18 is where he ends up. Jarrett Kern makes a splash for the first time today.
Penn Hills took a gamble. They had an all-out blitz come right up through the middle, had about 4 guys. The linebackers were there, and they had to make that play. They didn't make the play, and in return, Susquehanna Township picked up some chunk yardage and about 30, 35 yards down the other way. Great play. Like I said, Penn Hills took a gamble with that blitz, and it didn't pay off for them, but it paid off for Susquehanna Township.
3:25.
And expect them just to do a couple run plays here and kind of burn some of the clock. They don't want to give the ball back to Penn Hills at all. Big time play in the backfield by number 4 for Penn Hills, and that's Jameer Ellis, who just had a touchdown on the other side on the offensive end.
Yes, he did.
As I said, Susquehanna Township's taking their time. They're not rushing anything. They don't want to get the ball back to Penn Hills, so they're going to take their time and burn as much clock as they can. About 7 seconds left on the play clock.
Torrin Evans looking deep. Cyrus, and it's incomplete.
Bringing up a 3rd and 10 with 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Looks like there's a timeout being called by Susquehanna Township.
I guess so, dude.
And we are back. It's second quarter with 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Susquehanna Township has the ball at the 20-yard line, looking to score, knocking on the door.
Torrin Evans has a sidecar to his right. Cyrus going deep towards the end zone, and
He has room. He can run if he wants.
It would be a crossbody throw for Torrin Evans, and he's taken out of bounds on that play. 2:19 to go here in the first half. We'll have a halftime show coming up later here on the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars.
And being pushed out of bounds stops the clock at 2:19. 1 yard gain makes it 3rd and 9. Scores 10-7 with Susquehanna Township up by 3. Susquehanna Township back out there. 4th and 9. Looks like they're going to go for it. Very risky play. Let's see if they try to see if Penn Hills can jump off sides. And no, it's a play. And he's looking deep. He's wide open. Touchdown.
What a play. Acrobatics to the end zone for Susquehanna Township. It is Zykeer Leaks who made a solid play earlier, and now he's flipped up into the end zone. Susquehanna Township regains the lead.
Man, that's a big-time play. Torrin Evans, man, I'm a fan already. He has pinpoint accuracy. He looks very confident in the pocket, and he's a guy you have to really give him some space because he can beat you with the legs, and he has a big-time arm. Great job from Torrin Evans to one of his receivers.
Susquehanna Township in the double digits with a 13-10 lead, and now the extra point comes from Aaron Ramsey. It's a 19-yard touchdown for Leaks.
Bullet right down the middle, man. That was a great pass.
And you see him on the sideline. Just the way he's walking around, he's pumped up. And obviously he's getting serenaded with high fives and all sorts of things. Now, even Susquehanna Township Athletic Director Andy Kuhn comes over to Leaks. And
yeah, you know, Andy Kuhn's our guy. He was an AD here at York High, I believe, for a couple years, and then he was over at Eastern as well. Extra point is good.
Yeah, Ramsey puts it good and through. It's 14-10, 2:15 to go here in the first half of play. Susquehanna Township going toe-to-toe with Penn Hills.
Well, let me also add Susquehanna Township's front line. They're doing a great job of giving Torrin Evans an opportunity to get those passes off in the scramble. They're really protecting their quarterback, and he's making them look good out there as well. With the score being 14-10, Susquehanna Township regains the lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, and they're setting up to kick the ball off to Penn Hills, to the Penn Hills Indians. We're only about 2 minutes and 15 seconds away from halftime. This game is going a little bit faster than the other games that we featured, Luke.
Yeah, certainly faster than the early game that we had.
We had about a 3.5 hour game last night, about a 3 hour game today. It's almost like a marathon. And you can see the cheerleaders, they're getting down to do some push-ups as well.
Probably 14 of them, if I had to guess, too.
Hey, I always say the cheerleaders are also student athletes. They do a great job of, staying in shape, keeping their grades up, and I give them a lot of credit as well.
Yep,
big time kick.
14 of them before the kickoff, and Penn Hills is back at it. The kick goes back to the 5. Ramsey's had some phenomenal kicks, but there's a speedy return from Penn Hills.
He has a future. The kicker has a future. He can kick. He definitely has a future.
1st and 10 with the ball at the right now looks like at about the 25. Ball in the 32. Still a beautiful day here at Smalls Field. No rain. Great atmosphere. Good food, drinks. A lot of fans here. We encourage everyone to come down to the field, located in York, Pennsylvania, Smalls Field. Right in the heart of downtown York. Now it is Penn Hills' opportunity to put some points on the board. They have 2 minutes and 9 seconds to do so.
That pass is incomplete on the near sideline. We've provided a lot of high school sports scores throughout the day. College football, Florida State loses in their college football opener 24-21 against Georgia Tech. That game was in Ireland, too.
Should be 2nd and 10. It's not on the board yet. Should be 2nd and 10. Still showing first down. Should be 2nd and 10, though.
Solid run on 2nd down. Picks up maybe 2 or 3. Serviceable.
And now we're underneath 2 minutes. Now it is considered second down. 3rd down. It should be 3rd down, but on the board, yeah, exactly. There you go. They fixed it. And the fans are still trickling in here at the Smalls Field. They're getting ready for that Bishop McDevitt game, which is going to be a big-time game
Absolutely.
against Mount St. Joseph.
Yeah, I saw some Bishop McDevitt guys coming around here.
Going deep. Tough. Great defense from the DB. Number 8 for Susquehanna Township. Lex Cyrus.
Yeah, Cyrus made his commitment to South Carolina in the offseason, and he said that he had no idea what he was going to do, choose Penn State or South Carolina, until about an hour before he made the selection. He was that torn on the 2 programs.
Well, that's a very big decision, for any high school student athlete, to go to what Division I you want to go to, especially with the transfer portal being so effective now where kids can go anywhere they want after 1 year. And that's not talk about the NIL. That's a whole different topic.
Absolutely, yeah.
You got to go where the money's at now for some of these kids because they're getting $25,000, $30,000, in NIL deals. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. 1 minute and 23 seconds to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. It is now 4th and 8. And Penn Hills has to come up with a big decision if they want to go for it on 4th and 8 or kick the ball and give Susquehanna Township another opportunity to score.
It's just over a minute to go here. 2 timeouts remaining for each team. A 14-10 lead for Susquehanna Township over Penn Hills. Big Week 1 matchup here in the York Rose Bowl.
And looks like Penn Hills has elected to punt the ball away. Nice kick.
End of the 3rd quarter between LaSalle and Harrisburg. 31-7 lead for LaSalle. And
it looks like it's getting a little scrappy out there again. And again, the 2 times that it got scrappy out there was on the special team. So there may be some bad blood on the special team unit.
Well, you got special teams. You got the kick up, and then both teams are pretty much running full force at each other.
Yeah.
So it causes problems.
Trying to see who that penalty is against, and I believe it may be against Susquehanna Township. Again, want to tell the fans this is game 2 of 4 games that we are featuring today here at Smalls Field.
Handoff Susquehanna Township is good for a first down. That one goes to Xavier Riviera, who had a touchdown earlier for the Indians.
Yeah, that was a nice chunk yardage. Good pickup for Susquehanna Township. Oh, that could be a fumble. That could be a fumble.
No whistle. Penn Hills.
Yes.
Nothing but green grass in front of them, and it's a touchdown for the Indians of Penn Hills, and they reclaim the lead 16-14. Flag after the play comes in, we'll see if it goes back.
Well, that flag may be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Very well could be.
On the sideline of Penn Hills, but we speak about...
Or a sideline warning as well.
Yeah, we speak about that bubble screen as it's like a handoff, but it's a very dangerous play as well. And I think sometimes kids have to be reminded that that's a fumble if it gets batted in the backfield.
Yeah, I've always been a big proponent that you want to throw that ball about 1 yard forward. If it's dropped, it's no big deal.
Yep. It's a very quick play. I mean, you can get great results from it, but it's also a dangerous play if it's not ran the correct way. And right now, I don't know what the call is, but it looks like the student athletes are going back up the field. It may not be called a fumble. As you can see, the referees are talking it over now. We'll get some confirmation here in the next few minutes, next few seconds.
Touchdown stands. Penn Hills takes the lead 16-14. 49.5 to go here in the first half. The extra point is pending.
As Carter Scappa, our sideline reporter, said, the penalty will probably be enforced on the kickoff. And that's a heads-up play from Penn Hills. They did a great job of recognizing that was a live ball, and made it and got a touchdown with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter, right before you get into the halftime. Looks like some of the referees are still talking about the play, letting the sidelines know exactly what's going to happen as a penalty, and as Carter said, I believe it's going to be assessed on the kickoff.
This game right here is going to throw everything off schedule. In a big way.
Penn Hill set up to kick their extra point.
49.5 to go is Penn Hills.
With Jameer Ellis as a placeholder. That's dangerous to have Jameer Ellis as a placeholder because he can pick up the ball and just run in for 2 points as well. So that keeps the defense honest.
Jameer Ellis puts it through, and we've got a 17-14 game. Back and forth we go, and this is exactly how our second game of last season went on Saturday at the Rose Bowl. It was between Amani Christian and Steel High. Earlier today, Amani Christian captured a big win in their Week 1 opener. They go over to Week 2.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
.5 seconds to go before the halftime break. 17-14 the lead for Penn Hills over Susquehanna Township. We'll see what Susquehanna Township can do out of that time, and if there's one piece of advice that I would give them, it would be to target Lex Cyrus and let him do the rest of the work. They've got just under a minute to do it.
You can expect this ball to go, well, it looks like Susquehanna Township is going to have great field position. Even though we have seen some excellent kicking on display so far in this game. Both teams have phenomenal kickers that put the ball exactly where they want the team to have the ball at. We can see Bishop McDevitt and their bus just arrived for our 4:30 game.
Kick goes up. Lex Cyrus
Still
to
a
the
decent
20.
kick.
And Cyrus going to try to make a
Cyrus,
return here.
super dangerous. And he got blockers. He has more than one blocker.
Near side, one man to
it's
beat.
over. It's over.
And he is to
It's over.
the house. Lex Cyrus.
It's
Touchdown,
over.
Susquehanna Township. Flag after the play.
Another unsportsmanlike conduct from Cyrus, but it's over, man. That was a great run from Lex Cyrus. He's just that good, man. And you almost got to kick away from him. I don't care what it is. You got to kick the ball away from Lex Cyrus. He's a Division I South Carolina commit.
Play of the game thus far goes to the South Carolina commit, Lex Cyrus.
And right now, both teams are
heck
just
of a play.
trading points back and forth. And I like it. I like to see touchdowns. So makes the game a little bit exciting. You got to get on your kicker, though. You got to talk to him about who to kick to and how to kick the ball. You don't want to give him any opportunities.
So Penn Hills is going to get a possession.
I'd rather give Susquehanna Township a short field versus kicking it to Lex Cyrus.
And right here in the concourse at Smalls Athletic Field, Jeff Wechter walking with Ron Coursey, the head coach of Bishop McDevitt, walking with the event host, Ron Coursey. And the McDevitt squad follows every single one of them. Aaron Ramsey has proved his ability so far today. He's 3 for 3 on extra points, and Susquehanna Township has a 21-17 lead here with 35.8 to go in the first half.
Yeah, neither team is giving up any room, really. If one scores, the other one's coming right back to score as well. So it should be an interesting game. This is a very closely contested game, and it's been our closest game so far of the Rose Bowl. Just got a final from the Red Line versus Ephrata game. Ephrata wins 35-14. I believe that Harrisburg game is pretty much closing out as well. LaSalle is also a powerhouse team. They have good teams all the time, and like I said, Harrisburg is built to go the long run in district play, so you never can count them out. Still very early in the season. I am a little bit surprised to see Harrisburg only put one touchdown on the board, but again, they're coming off of losing their star quarterback as well, the University of Pitt commit, Sean Lee.
38-7 is where that game stands between LaSalle and Harrisburg with 11:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's push-up time for the Susquehanna Township tier team this time. They've got 21 of them to do with 35.8 to go. Dude, we were talking about before this game about a 74-68 final score from Garden Spot's game last night.
Yep.
If their cheerleaders adopted the same mindset, I don't know what they would do. 74 push-ups after
That'd be
the last
incredible.
touchdown. Yeah, that would be pretty remarkable. 29.4 left to go here.
With 29 seconds to go and before halftime, what do you do here? Just play it safe? You go deep? Give a nil? Still got 2 timeouts. Yeah, absolutely. So, you got a couple chances to get the ball down the field and maybe even get in the field goal range.
This is perhaps the longest 45 seconds I've ever been a part of, too.
Yes, absolutely. Very strategic between both teams. There's a timeout call from Susquehanna Township with 29.4 seconds to go in the first half. Score 21-17 with Susquehanna Township on top. Made some big plays so far in this game, Susquehanna Township as well as Penn Hills. 2 well-coached teams, both sporting the color red. Penn Hills out of the Pittsburgh area, Susquehanna Township out of the Mid-Penn area. Mid-Penn, Harrisburg area.
29.4 to go. Yes, Susquehanna Township in northern Harrisburg. Northeast Harrisburg, rather. Ball's loose. Susquehanna Township will take over on the officials' ruling. Yes, they will. Susquehanna Township back with possession. And if you would have said with 45 seconds left that they would have had a chance to probably score twice more in this ball game, I would have said you're crazy. But here they are with 20 seconds and a chance to go back to the house.
As you said, Luke, this has been the longest minute and a half that I think I ever experienced. At least 20 minutes went by in the last minute and a half. Looks like there's another player down for Susquehanna Township, and he's getting assisted by the trainers and being looked at. I don't know how long he's going to be down for, but we'll look. He's back on his feet. That is number 4, Jasani Brown, 6'2", 145, sophomore for the Indians. Puts another slight delay in the game. 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Moments away from halftime. This 20 seconds better not last 7 minutes. I believe Susquehanna Township is going to play it safe. Yeah, that makes sense. After all the turnovers and touchdowns the last minute and a half, just play it safe.
So 21-17 is where we finish the first half of play here on the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars. From York's Smalls Athletic Field, halftime is upon us. We'll be back. Halftime coverage followed by the second half of play here between Susquehanna Township and Penn Hills.
What up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry. And guess what? I'm coming to Pittsburgh. That's right. The August Wilson Center is going down. Oh, yeah. The Rock Comedy Show Season 5. It is going down at the August Wilson Center. You don't want to miss this. It's your boy, Rodney Perry, live and in effect. I know Rodney Perry. Yes, you do. That's right. My dear's big happy family, Johnson Family Vacation, coming to America, too. Let's not forget the Monique Show. Hey, man, I'm your mama's favorite comic. And I'll be live in Pittsburgh. That's right, September 1st. That's my birthday month, too. It goes down September 1st. You don't want to miss this show. It's going to be crazy. The Rock Comedy Show, Season 5. Pittsburgh ain't never going to be the same. September 1st, Rodney Perry. It's The Rock Comedy Show, Season 5. It's The Rock.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
My name is Carolyn Brown, and I am owner and operator here at Outer Limits Adventure Park. We specialize in birthday parties, group events, family reunions, field trips. We have laser tag, arcade games, party rooms, inflatables, and we do have a ninja course coming soon. We are the first Black-owned family entertainment center in Pittsburgh. If your child has their birthday party here, we're going to make them feel like they're the only child here in the world. We like to celebrate them. You know, next to Christmas, celebrating your birthday party is the best thing. So we like the kids here to feel special. Outer Limits Adventure Park is located at 4079 William Penn Highway. We are in the heart of Monroeville, located in the same plaza with Big Lots. You can find us on our website at outerlimitsadventure.com, and we are on multiple social media pages at Outer Limits Adventure Park. So now that you know about Outer Limits Adventure Park, what are you waiting for? We hope to see you soon.
Want to put a spotlight on some of these kids who could be going places, and we want to be there to help them get to the next level, whether it be Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, wherever they want to go. We want to support them and get them to the top.
We have some pretty successful and high-level bowlers that were able to gain exposure through Roxamore Sports Network. And so for me, the decision was a no-brainer from the standpoint of it elevated the profile of our athletic department, it elevated the profile of our school district, and most importantly, it elevated the profile of our student athletes.
to bring light and a mic to a situation to make a difference. That's what Roxamore has always meant to me.
What surprised me the most about Roxamore is, well, how dedicated it was.
So I'd absolutely recommend Roxamore Sports Network, and why is simply because Roxamore Sports Network is in it for the business of helping kids.
Delivering a sports experience like no other. That makes you say, oh, that's all right. As an old man would once say, that's all right.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, sports fans, and also thank you to our sponsors tonight. We at Sports Shooting Stars sincerely thank our fans, partners, and sponsors for their commitment and support to our program in high school athletics. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you.
You already know who it is. Uh-oh, it's audio.
Got AI and Roxamore up in here. We just can't quit, baby. Come on. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gonna quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gonna quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gonna quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gonna quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Get Roxamore for life, I just won't change it. Aggress from AI, y'all just gon' bang it. Reach the highest peak like the mountain of Everest. So that settle it. questions. Then he left. Never been a day when I back down from anything. Man's on another level, hit full of many drinks. I'm destined for greatness, the grand's gon' test ya. I can't give in cause I thrive off pressure. Tryna walk with the legends and for that I'm sorry. Be rough like Jigga or Peace Bob Marley. I can be like Jordan, let the game do the talking. Or be up on the moon and be with MJ walking. Got a strong presence like the new Dodge Charger. Maybe I'll incorporate like S. Carter. Measure my success, I just try harder. No competition cause I blew 'em off the wall. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all.
This go verse lyrical two-piece, I box the ball. Pittsburgh audio with Roxamore. Shut down, homie, go and say what?
All right, folks, welcome back here live on the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars. We are going to give you the halftime report. We are here today with none other than
one and only Carter Scappa here, folks.
All right, Carter, tell them what you learned about the half in the first half so far in this game.
Yep, thanks. So we have a good first half here. 21-7 is your score. Susquehanna Township leads Penn Hills. Some first half stats here we have from Penn Hills here. So Devin Harris, the quarterback, he's 6 for 10, 57 yards with 16 rushing yards himself. No touchdowns yet for him, not many turnovers either. We'll see if he gets going here in the second half. On the running game, it's been pretty well. Natel Mitchell, 11 carries for 50 yards. He's had a nice one. We'll see if he gets going again. And then Jameer Ellis has the lone offensive touchdown for Penn Hills. They did manage to get a fumble recovery to score in the end zone on a questionable call, but on the backwards pass. So they should be glad this score is what it is. But those fumbles are what's hurting them so far. And then on the Susquehanna Township side, Torrin Evans, 7 for 14 with a touchdown, 126 yards they've got in the first half. His receiver Lex Cyrus, we'll see if he gets going in the second half. He does have one reception for 50 yards, but he has a big kickoff return for a touchdown. Xavier Rivera only has 6 carries, but he's got 40 yards and a touchdown. And the big play to Jared Kern, two catches for 52 yards. Susquehanna Township, we'll see if they get back. We'll see if they can continue building onto this lead. That's about all I have for the stats here, and we'll keep track of them throughout the third and fourth quarter.
All right, well, thank you so much, Carter. Well, there you have it, folks, there with the Stats Halftime Show report by none other than Mr. Carter himself. Sports Shooting Stars, I am your host at the current moment, Mr. Leon Rockymore, CEO and founder of Roxamore Sports, and today's executive producer for this broadcast. We want to say thank you again. The game is about to be underway here very shortly. As you can see, the teams are returning from the locker room, so they're about to start stretching to get ready to get things going here for the second half. Well, we're going to go ahead and go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
What up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry. And guess what? I'm coming to Pittsburgh. That's right. The August Wilson Center is going down. Oh, yeah, the Rock Comedy Show Season 5. It is going down at the August Wilson Center. You don't want to miss this. It's your boy, Rodney Perry, live and in effect. I know Rodney Perry. Yes, you do. That's right. My dear big happy family, Johnson Family Vacation, coming to America, too. Let's not forget the Monique Show. Hey, man, I'm your mama's favorite comic. And I'll be live in Pittsburgh. That's right, September 1st. That's my birthday month, too. It goes down September 1st. You don't want to miss this show. It's going to be crazy. The Rock Comedy Show, Season 5. Pittsburgh ain't never going to be the same. September 1st, Rodney Perry. It's the Rock Comedy Show, Season 5. It's the Rock.
name is Rick Manning. I started boxing when I was a kid, and I competed in the Golden Gloves. I started coaching boxing in probably late 90s. In 2000, we opened this gym, which is the 3rd Avenue Gym. We started the scholarship was in 2012. How you qualify for it? We set a 3-fight policy, which as long as you're registered for the USA Boxing, you're registered to compete, you're going to school, you're within this family. You're within the boxing family. Donations are made out to the WPAL, Western Pennsylvania Police Athletic League. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, so donations are tax deductible. Contact me on my cell phone, 412-965-0703, or you can reach me by email at manningrdm147@netscape.net.
You already know who it is.
Uh-oh.
It's audio.
Got AI and Roxamore up in here. We just can't quit, baby. Come on. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Get some more for life, I just won't change it. Aggress from AI, y'all just gon' bang it. Reach the highest peak like the mountain of Everest. So that settle it. Questions, any left? Never been a day when I back down from anything. Man's on another level, here for the many dreams. I'm destined for greatness, the grand's gon' test ya. I can't give in cause I thrive off pressure. Tryna walk with the legends and for that I'm sorry. Be rough like Jigga or Peace Bob Marley. I can be like Jordan, let the game do the talking, or be up on the moon and be with MJ walking. Got a strong presence like the new Dodge Charger. Maybe I'll incorporate like S. Carter. Measure my success, I just try harder. No competition cause I blew 'em off the wall. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. Can't quit, won't quit, ain't never gon' quit. I'ma stand where I stand, ball till I fall. Climb the highest mountain, I'm coming for it all.
Yo, verse lyrical 2-piece, I box the ball. Pittsburgh audio with Roxamore. Shut down, homie, go and say what?
21-7 is your halftime score. Susquehanna Township in the lead. 12 minutes on the clock. Third quarter set to begin here at York High School. Smalls Athletic Field, part of the York Rose Bowl here. Game 2 of Day 2 of the York Rose Bowl. What is your main takeaway thus far?
Oh, I think Susquehanna Township is starting to pick up and doing exactly what they wanted to do to close that first half. But I also believe that this is going to be a highly contested matchup. I don't expect any team to kind of jump out on each other. I expect this to be a very close game. Both defenses and offenses are complementing each other pretty well, and it should be a great final. A great final at the end, and the second half should be pretty good. As they playing in the background, Sweet Caroline, right? That's an old school thing they like to play a lot. Hear that at many arenas and stadiums that we go to. We're a few minutes away from kickoff for the second half. Looks like Penn Hills will receive the ball for the second half, with Susquehanna Township kicking the ball off. Want to give a lot of credit to both sides. Their kickers, man, doing a great job of kicking the ball. There's a return.
Yeah, nice return. Helmet taken off. No, you got to stop the play. You got to stop the play. Helmet's off. There we go.
If I'm not mistaken, once the helmet comes off, he has to take off the play for one, go out the field for one play.
Yeah, that's Martell Palmer, so they will miss him for the first play of the second half. The flag goes against Penn Hills.
Want to thank the fans for tuning in to the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars. This is game 2 of 4 games today. Our next game coming up is Bishop McDevitt versus Mount St. Joseph.
Should be a good one, too.
And then following that game will be York High versus Central Dauphin East. There's a lot of media here, a lot of fans as well. We encourage fans to come down to Smalls Field, located in York, Pennsylvania. Field is in the heart of downtown York. There's a lot of establishments around here where you can get some food, hang out, go for a walk. At the field, they're serving chicken tenders and fries.
Yep.
You have also snow cones, other candies and things like that. So, you get your full meal here.
So 1st and 10 for Penn Hills. Ball is going to be marked probably on the 25, the 20.
Penn Hills down by 4, looking to come back into the game.
It's been back and forth so far. Handoff goes out to the far side. And it's good for a first down and more. Penn Hill still on their feet all the way up to the 50. Into the midfield is Natel Mitchell.
Natel Mitchell, as I said before, I'm a fan of his. He's a really good running back, likes to take contact, physical running back. Just a really good player, man.
Ball marked on the 49. Penn Hills just needs 2 yards to get into enemy territory. The snap will be taken by the quarterback, Devin Harris. He's got a sidecar off to his left, and that's Marcus Dorsey. The handoff, or rather the pitch, is taken for a loss in the backfield. Great play made
by number 6, Josh Negite.
Yeah, Josh Negite with a terrific defensive play for Susquehanna Township.
Josh Negite listed as 6'3", 185, a junior for Susquehanna Township. With the ball at the 47-yard line, Penn Hills. That's a flag on Penn Hills. It's going to send them back 5 yards. Not what you want to do coming out of halftime. You want to play clean football, especially when you're down by 4.
Second and 11. Pass could have been intercepted. It is caught by the receiver on the far side. It'll be good for a gain of probably 4 yards. So that sets up a third and about 12. Scoreboard reads 3rd and 11. Penn Hills looking to pass. Rather, it'll be a quarterback keeper. The flag flies in.
And I wonder if that was a helmet-to-helmet flag. Saw that.
Certainly could have been.
Kind of saw that towards the end. I wonder if that's a helmet-to-helmet. I'm not sure. Okay, that was a face mask call against Susquehanna Township. It's going to send Penn Hills down 15 yards, closer to their goal line. Penn Hills doing a great job of moving the ball down the field to start the second half. Already with the ball at the 32-yard line.
So on 1st and 10, the handoff is good for perhaps 1 or 2.
Nothing coming from that play there from Mitchell. Brings up a 2nd and 8. Ball at the 30-yard line. Devin Harris at quarterback, number 3. He's back and wide open. Wide open.
And into the end zone.
Touchdown for number 0, Carter Bonner, the 6'3" sophomore. That was just a blown coverage from Susquehanna Township. Great job. Great read from Devin Harris.
Essentially uncovered. I mean, what happened to the defense there, too?
Looks like a blown coverage. And again, got to give a lot of credit to Carter Bonner. He just has the speed and got behind his receiver for a wide open touchdown. And it was a very accurate throw as well. So great wide receiver quarterback combination.
Bonner is just a sophomore, 6'3", 175.
As we said again, they're pretty much trading buckets back and forth. Oh, I'm sorry, trading points back and forth.
Absolutely, 24-21. Penn Hills now up by 3.
Now we can expect Susquehanna Township to come back with some points because that's been pretty much the name of the game.
Yep.
All game pretty much. One scores, the other one scores. One scores, the other one scores.
Yeah, to this point, we have been back and forth all throughout this game, and it certainly makes the game intriguing. I mean, you always want to be in the third quarter not knowing who's going to win or not being able to make a pretty accurate guess on who's going to win. And this late in the game, it makes it interesting for sure.
And it's a very, very festive here at York High Smalls Field. We have a DJ playing some music up top. Had the cheerleaders here as well. Multiple teams here to support. Multiple fans here to support their team. Beautiful atmosphere, lovely days. About 80, what would you say? About 88 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Sunny. Big change from last week. Last week was a bit chilly here and there with the highs around 65, 67.
Yeah, 87 degrees. Tonight we will see sunset at 7:51. So
okay, nice.
that 8:30 I think is the last slot game, or maybe it's a 7:30 scheduled start, but it'll probably get backed up. That last game is. I think we jinxed ourselves. We were at about 2:30 saying that we could probably see a 4:30 kickoff time for that McDevitt Mount St. Joseph game, and that is not going to happen.
Not going to happen at all.
4 o'clock here. Final score from Harrisburg as they go down 49-7 in their opener against LaSalle. An interesting loss for Harrisburg, expected by a lot of outlets to go for a 9 or 10 win season. Here's a run for Susquehanna Township into the green grass, and he will not beat the last guy he needed to, but he is all the way up to the 25-yard line, and he is Xavier Riviera.
Xavier Riviera is having a good game so far, but I want to give a lot of credit to number 7, Derek Selby of Penn Hills. Derek Selby Jr. of Penn Hills with that touchdown-saving tackle.
By the way, Brett Gordon, the new coach of that LaSalle Explorer team, earns his big first win. And I mean a big first win over Harrisburg.
Yeah, that was a dominating win. Like I said, I expected that to be a tight, contested game. Didn't expect Harrisburg to only have one touchdown. That's very unlike Harrisburg to only have one touchdown in that game and also give up 45 points.
Yeah, that's really, I mean, with the offensive weapons that they have, I would expect that LaSalle pass the ball a lot, because if you run the ball, frankly, I just don't know how you're getting past Kevin Brown on that defensive end side of things. Heading to Penn State, he's the number 2 ranked overall player in the class of 2026, right behind Cumberland Valley's Tyler Merrill.
And they also have another transfer from Trinity, I believe, Mickens.
Yeah, Messiah Mickens, their star running back, as well as Deontay Sheffy from State College. Elias Koch and Quincy Brandon obviously team up as the wide receiver team.
Super loaded.
Yeah, they are loaded, and they lose by 38 to LaSalle coming in. And this is a LaSalle team that has some of the most storied history in Pennsylvania football, but they're also coming off of a 5-6 season last year in the Philadelphia Catholic League. So a lot of questions that need to be answered on Sunday, or rather today, for Harrisburg.
And the crucial thing about that, they have Bishop McDevitt next week, so that's
Very
going to
big.
be, they have to bounce back. You can't go 0-2 at all.
Over the middle, caught by Jarrett Kern. McDevitt is here. They are under the bleachers that we are. McDevitt and Cedar Cliff moved into the Mid-Penn Commonwealth Division, allowing for that Harrisburg-McDevitt matchup tomorrow that we haven't seen in quite a few years. And we know some big players that have had to decide between going to play at either school. The biggest name out of that bunch is LaShawn McCoy, who's from Harrisburg and had to make a huge decision back in his life whether he wanted to go to private school McDevitt or stay at Harrisburg. We know that he went to McDevitt, obviously had a storied career in the NFL as well, but when Harrisburg and McDevitt play, they're honestly, the winner of that game next Saturday also determines a lot for if future recruits are going to choose to go to either school. So playing for a lot next week. And talked to Jeff Wechter, McDevitt's head coach, down during halftime, and I think that the vibe that I got from being around that McDevitt team just for a split second at the halftime break is that they're ready to go and that they want to dominate Mount St. Joseph this week, and then they'll worry about what Harrisburg did next week. Or rather, tomorrow they'll start that preparation process. Riviera goes down upon the handoff. And now down with an injury is Jaden Riley, the defensive lineman / running back at 5'10", 260-pound junior, is down with the cramp. 6:18 to go here in the third quarter of play. 21-24. Penn Hills back on top in this one. Both teams are trading blows, with the ball marked on the, I believe it is the 13-yard line for Susquehanna Township. What do they need to do to get into the end zone?
Well, it looks like Penn Hills, the last 2 plays, they really been bringing the whole house, to be honest with you. They're doing a lot of blitzing those last 2 plays. So with this timeout, it'd be very interesting to see how Susquehanna Township draws up a nice play for them to get some yardage. But right now, it seems like, Penn Hills is bringing the house, and they're actually getting a lot of success from that, bringing the whole house and kind of getting some negative yardage for Susquehanna Township. So it's going to be interesting. Absolutely, what they do for the next play. But we know it is 3rd and 10, and we consider that the money down, and that is a very crucial down, because if they don't make a first down on this 3rd, they can either kick a field goal or go for it, and things get a little tough on that aspect as well.
Some frustration on the Susquehanna Township sideline, especially with Riley, who had to come out after that play. It's ball marked on the 13. It's 3rd and 10 from there. Lofting into the end zone, and it's caught. Jarrett Kern into the end zone, and Susquehanna Township has a lead back in this game. Back up.
It's been back and forth the whole time. And again, Torrin Evans, man, number 15, the quarterback, listed at 6 foot, 175, only a junior, and he has precise precise precision when he passes the ball, man. He puts it right on the dot, man. I'm very impressed by him. I'm a fan. I'm going to continue to watch. You know, sometimes I see some of these student athletes, and I never heard about him before, didn't see him, and I start following him online on Instagram and things like that just to see how well they're doing, man. And he's one of those guys I'm definitely going to follow. Great pass, great catch, great job from Jared Kern.
27-24 with the extra point. Good. A little extracurriculars after the kick, but no big deal. It's a 28-24 lead for Susquehanna Township over Penn Hills with 6:14 left to go in the third.
Man, this game has turned into a classic shootout between both ball clubs. It's going to go down to the wire without a doubt.
Absolutely it is. That's just the way that we like it here on Sports Shooting Stars, Roxamore Sports Network as well here in York. A lot of fun so far today. I mean, the first game, it was fun to see Amani succeed, but they were certainly just piling it on.
Yep.
Now we get a back and forth matchup, and this is the football that's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's good quality football. It's nice passes. You know, they're deep balls that's getting caught. So it's been a lot of fun so far. And like I said, we still got another quarter and a half to go. So expect some more highlight plays in this game.
I've also enjoyed the balanced attack by both teams. I mean, both teams have been able to pass and run, and that's what you want to see. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the state of Pennsylvania who are just going to run the ball. It's like the Army-Navy game almost, where you see like one attempted pass. But both of these teams have been able to throw and pass the ball. It's been a lot of fun to watch the balanced attack. Kickoff underway.
Another solid kick.
By the way, Aaron Ramsey has had some pretty spectacular kickoffs.
There it is again.
And he's 4 for 4 on extra points. Is a great return by Penn Hills. And it's push-up time. 28 this time for Susquehanna Township's cheer team.
It's a collective effort. You see all the cheerleaders getting down and doing their I don't know if the fans can see it, but after a score, they do as many push-ups as the scorers on the scoreboard. So that's 28 push-ups. Big shout out to the cheerleaders for Susquehanna Township.
I think perhaps the most impressive part of that is if Susquehanna Township scores again and has 35 points, they got to act like they're excited, yet they have to do 35 push-ups.
Right. It's a workout.
So 5:39 to go here in the third.
One extra of the frog battery.
Run right through the middle is successful. That'll be perhaps enough for the first down.
And then grab me one extra of the long ones.
Snap taken, handoff, cuts back, and probably no gain or a loss of 1 on the play. Solid defensive effort from one of the leaders of the Susquehanna Township line, Yendor Mack.
Yeah, Yendor Mack did a great job of getting in the backfield and taking down the defender. Didn't waste any time. Great job. Loss. Looks like maybe a loss of 1, but it's still 2nd and 10.
You said you had to go to the bathroom? Oh. What's not working?
4:46.
Direct handoff to Mitchell.
And that's been pretty successful so far this drive. They've handed it off to him quite a bit. Natel Mitchell has run like a man on fire.
Looks like there's another player down right now. Don't know if that's cramp associated or maybe a serious injury. I'm not 100% sure, but we want to wish him the best as the trainers are around him, looking at him and trying to get him addressed.
That's kind of what I do too. Yeah. I also try and find people who are like really exaggerated with their movements. Like if someone's like, ah. Dude, I've gotten some funny ones.
Oh, what have you gotten? Have you gotten the ones after they started fighting? After they were.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You were right. You should have
So
ran on the field and
28-24.
Well, one time I got one of these two kids. They were like, they weren't fighting. They were
Third
like,
and 10 coming up.
looking at each other's shirts, pulling at each other. See, this would be the time where.
I think this McDevitt team will have characters, so you should get plenty of good shots with them.
Yeah. And we're back with 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. Susquehanna Township up 28-24. Mitch.
Pass to the near side is caught. Carter Bonner, a sophomore 6'3", 175 receiver that reached the end zone the last time that Penn Hills got there.
You be down there working, man. I saw you backstabbing and everything, man. I can't do it.
Dude, did you see the one guy hit my lens?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
I wasn't even paying attention. Honestly, it was somewhat my fault.
You should get hazard pay, man. You be down there in the mix. Straight up.
Workers' comp.
There you go. A little less than 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. First and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. Penn Hills driving the ball down the field. It looks like they're moving the chains. There was some NFL football on today as well, preseason. Week 4 next week is the real deal, the opening season for the NFL.
Is that Thursday the 29th? Opening night of the NFL?
I believe so. Yeah, Thursday night football. Can't wait.
Moving into college during the day on the 29th, and then I'll settle in for some Thursday night football that night.
Harris with the run.
Yeah, here's a nice run by Penn Hills. Devin Harris. Clock winding down to 3:20.
Quick handoff.
Yeah, Devin Harris hands it off. Passes over to Jeremy Paulino. Penn Hills looking to pass it over the middle, and it's knocked away. Susquehanna Township with a huge play on defense. Alfonso Burnett with a big-time play knocking that ball away. That is probably a sure touchdown for Penn Hills, if not for Alfonso Burnett putting himself in the middle. Burnett, a big-time athlete on the basketball team as well.
Your battery's good.
Penn Hills, Natel Mitchell gets the shove over, and
First and 10 with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Susquehanna Township gets the ball back.
The third quarter, fourth is coming up, and then we've got your second half of the day coverage. McDevitt plays Mount St. Joseph coming up, and then after that it is the nightcap, CD East and York.
You know what I say? Put the ball in Torrin Evans' hands. He does a lot of things, a lot of great things with the ball in his hands. He can scramble, he can throw, passes precise. Really good football player, and only a junior, so he has a lot of
upside.
Upside. I'm sorry, I was going to say upscale. I meant to say upside. Absolutely. Quick bubble screen again. Has some blockers. Kicks the ball out to number 3, Zykir Leaks.
Yeah, Zykir Leaks has been quiet but effective today. He's really come in clutch in some key parts of the game. Just a minute now left to go in the third before we head over to the fourth quarter. Remember, stay tuned throughout the medal or the trophy ceremony, which usually takes place in the right side end zone. After that, I'll have your post-game interview with our Jersey Mike Subs MVP. Right now, looking at Torrin Evans, and he passes over a screen to Lex Cyrus.
Still on his feet.
And if he would have stayed on his feet, he would have cut to that near sideline and potentially been gone.
And that may be the last play of the third quarter.
The clock stops at 35.3, and now they're going to run it.
With Susquehanna Township having the lead, I think they're comfortable going into the fourth quarter, taking an extended break and getting some rest for their guys as they enter the fourth quarter. Or I could be wrong. Looks like they're back on the line and ready to hike the ball.
Yeah, they're going to get one final play in at the 13-second mark. It's a handoff, and this will keep the clock rolling.
Don't really
after
agree
a
with
loss
that
of play.
Sorry, Luke. Don't really agree with that play. If that's all you're going to do is run the ball up the gut, you lose it down. Lost like 2 yards. Could have just went into the fourth quarter with guys rested and a better play call.
Well, anyways, it is a 28-24 lead for Susquehanna Township. 12 minutes to go later on in the fourth. We return to you after that from York Suburban Smalls Athletic Field. We return to you from York High School, Smalls Athletic Field, the York Rose Bowl, the final quarter of the second game of the second day, and there's some major false start to begin that. Dew Jones is my partner here on the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars here based in York. Torrin Evans, obviously the leader to take over for MVP of this game, but other options in your mind, too, of Susquehanna Township's key contributors.
Well, Susquehanna Township key contributors has to be, as you said, still Lex Cyrus, of course, Tyrone Evans, the quarterback, and even Jared Kern. He did a great job catching the ball and really swinging the momentum in Susquehanna Township's way. I mean, it was a collective effort, if you ask me, from Susquehanna Township. It's very hard to pinpoint one guy. But, the game's not over, so we should see. But Evans is my guy right now, to be honest with you.
On the Penn Hills side, Natel Mitchell has to be the favorite, right?
He's just good.
And that one is good for a catch. Lex Cyrus continues to make unbelievable plays. Natel Mitchell, certainly a favorite. Devin Harris, the quarterback, has been very, very serviceable for the Penn Hills side.
Absolutely. And, in high school, all you need is 1 foot in bounds, and that's all you needed for that catch. Looks like there's another kid down, one of the student athletes for Penn Hills.
We have a cramp for the Penn Hills side, so 11:50 to go.
And he's down right now, and the trainers are talking to him. Susquehanna Township with a 4-point lead. And he's on his feet walking off. That's a great thing. Wants to also tell the fans to tune in for the next game with Bishop McDevitt versus Mount St. Joseph. That'll be our third game of the day. Back-to-back games pretty much.
Yep.
Then with York High versus Central Dauphin East to finish us out for the York Rose Bowl. The second annual York Rose Bowl happens every time this year. Right before the season not officially kicks off, but during the first week of the official season.
3rd down and 4 as Tord Evans flips it over to Lex Cyrus. Cyrus still on his feet working for that first down. He will fall just short of the first. He needed 4, probably picked up 2 or 3 on the play.
And it's a questionable call here with it being 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
I think you go for it.
Yeah, do you go for it? Do you kick it and make it hard for Penn Hills to go down the field and get some points? Do you rely on your defense? It's a very tough call here. Let's see how aggressive coach is going to be.
There's not a whole lot of plays where Susquehanna Township hasn't gained 2 yards out of. I mean, they've either lost yards or they've gained like 5 or 6 or 7 or possibly more after that. So they haven't had a whole lot of 1-yard plays. I think that they're able to get the job done here. They will go for it, hand off, and they proved me wrong almost instantaneously, as this one's going to go back in the hands of Penn Hills.
Kind of didn't execute that play the right way like they wanted to. Don't know about that play call in there, but again, you don't want to get the ball back to Penn Hills. They scored the last couple of times they had the ball, and let's just see how the defense steps up for Susquehanna Township.
The handoff went to Xavier Riviera, and 10:56 remaining in this game, a 4-point game with Susquehanna Township in the lead. Devin Harris under center. Sidecar to his right.
Devin Harris is also having a very solid game, the quarterback for Penn Hills.
Flag on the play.
Look, there's some motion going on the offensive side.
So 1st and 10.
It's a holding call.
First down's on the 48-yard line, and they'll get up to about the 39. Flag of the play, as you said.
There's a holding on that call, on that penalty. It's going to send him back 5 yards. My mistake. They're going to take him back 10 yards.
Final score from a legendary game between Wyomissing and Southern Columbia. It was 28-0 at the half in favor of Wyomissing. At the final,
Rose.
it is 35-21. As
Nice
there's a
move.
great play right here as Penn Hills gets to the other 40-yard line.
Big time chunk yardage right there for Penn Hills. Bringing the ball at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 with 10 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Penn Hills down 28-24, but they look like they're marching down the field. Handoff to Mitchell.
Yeah, handoff gets a couple of yards out of that one. Interesting. A contingent of guys that play at St. Thomas Aquinas are here as spectators, which is a school not from Pennsylvania, one of the national powerhouses. They may play Mount St. Joseph.
Nice cutback, spin move. Still on his feet. And we
Penn
said that
Hills.
before, man. Mitchell is just a bruiser when he hits the ball in his hands.
Natel Mitchell. And Penn Hills is back on top by 2, 30-28 with the extra point coming. Natel Mitchell. Said it early in the broadcast that he runs like he's mad at the ground. And an aggressive
Absolutely.
runner that continues a successful day. And you have to think if Penn Hills comes out of this game with the win, he's going to be probably our MVP.
Yeah, Mitchell, like I said, I'm very impressed by him as well. Definitely a bruiser. Guy can take some contact and keep on going. And I feel like he feeds off of contact. So
Yeah.
that's a hot snap. Now let's see what happens here.
They're
You got
going
to
to
throw the
have
ball
to
out.
fake it. And it's going to fall incomplete. So a 2-point game is where we stand. 30-28 with 9:47 left to go. It'll be 1st and 10 from wherever Susquehanna Township can make it, looking to climb back on top. Back and forth we go, Duke Jones.
Oh, man, you just hope that doesn't bite Penn Hills on the butt later in the game to miss that field goal. I mean, that extra point attempt. Only a 2-point game, and all Susquehanna Township needs to do is get in field goal range to kick a field goal and win the game. Nine minutes and 47 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Penn Hills with the lead, 30-28 over Susquehanna Township. As we've been saying pretty much this whole game, it's been a back and forth affair. One team scores, the other team scores. One team, so it's, in my opinion, it's the team that has the ball last.
Yeah.
The last team that has the ball is probably going to win this game. Want to encourage the fans again to come down to Smalls Field, located here at York, Pennsylvania. Smalls Field is right in the heart of downtown York. There's still a lot of seats left. There's food here. There's entertainment. There's music. There's quality football. Want to give a shout out to York High as well for accommodating us in the press box and being gracious and allowing us to be here to film this game with the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars.
That one high up into the air, and it is right over the head of Susquehanna Township's Jerry Matthews.
Susquehanna Township has to stick to the script. Do what they've been doing the whole time.
.9:47 to go here in the final quarter. York Rose Bowl. Game number 2. McDevitt, Mount St. Joseph coming up next at we did a projected start time for the last one. I don't know, looking at probably 5:30.
The game's been running a little bit behind, but and there's Evans being Evans.
Yeah, I think Torrin Evans sold you today. I think that he got your vote.
Yeah, he does. I got some big time fan of Torrin Evans. Only a junior, so I got a chance to watch him for the rest of this season and next season.
Yeah, he is. I mean, from the time that he was a freshman on, I got to call his first ever varsity scrimmage when he was an incoming freshman at Susquehanna Township, and he was special then. Here's another special player like Cyrus. He's knocked over just past the 35-yard line, but he makes a good run first, and he puts Susquehanna Township into enemy territory, but then he's now down.
And you don't want to see that, especially from Cyrus. Also want to give a shout-out to Martell Palmer, number 2, with that big-time tackle for Penn Hills.
Yeah, coaches don't want to see any of their players down, let alone the guys that are going to play at SEC programs next year. That's for sure. Cyrus is able to walk off. He looks pretty good. Has some. I'd hope that's Gatorade instead of water in there, because Gatorade is a cramp helper. So 9 minutes 30 seconds here in the fourth. Ball is marked on the 32. First down on the 22. Snap goes back. Evans in plenty of trouble, and he's knocked back to the 39-yard line. A 7-yard loss. It'll set up 3rd and 17. Evans dumps it off, and it is successful. Do they have enough for a first down? It seems they do for the 17-yard first down. Rakai Seville, if it is good for a first. It's Seville either way, of course.
Ball at the 23-yard line. 8 minutes, a little less than 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Penn Hills up by 2, 30-28 over Susquehanna Township. But Susquehanna Township knocking on the door. Evans being nimble.
And Evans is sacked.
Couldn't get away from that one. That's a great sack for number 7, Derek Selby Jr. Called his name a few times on defense today.
Evans was sacked 2 plays ago, and now he's sacked again. And this will bring up a 4th down. The loss of yardage, I'm not sure where the first down stands. It reads 4th and 1. That's, I don't believe, what it truly is, but a big play either way. Evans. Pass over to Kern, and Jarrett Kern has a first down for Susquehanna Township in a huge spot. Ball marked on the 11-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11. Nearly inside the 10. .655 as trainers treat a Penn Hills cramp.
Looks like it's another timeout. Oh, no, that's sorry. That's an injury report.
Yep.
With the ball on the 11-yard line.
All right, back and ready to go. Torrin Evans sends a man in motion. He's going to hand it off near side and stumbles. The turf monster gets him. Rakai Savell falls victim. And Susquehanna Township not into the end zone quite yet. They should be inside the 10 now. Just over 6 minutes to go. Cyrus gets the ball in motion. Trying to shift his way through. It comes loose. Penn Hills looks like they're on top of it. It would be the ultimate play. Looks like Susquehanna Township retains possession. Third down. Torrin Evans.
He can run. He can run in if he wants to.
And he is in.
Almost
what
untouched.
a play, cementing his status as the hero for Susquehanna Township today. Torrin Evans into the end zone, and Susquehanna Township regains the lead late in the fourth.
Yeah, Evans been having a great game so far, man. Very poised back there as a quarterback. Like I said, he never seems rattled. He always seems like he's confident and ready to go, and his team really believes in him. Great job from Evans. Pretty much walked in untouched.
5:02 left to go here in the fourth. The extra point is pending, but if we've learned anything about Aaron Ramsey, it's that he's going to be able to put it right through the uprights. Torrin Evans looking to escape. He goes far, cuts back, and in for two. Torrin Evans showing off.
Incredible.
36-30 is where we stand with 5:02 to go in the fourth. Penn Hills will get it back down by 6. And we'll be back when that occurs. 5:02 to go here in the fourth. Roxamore Sports Network and Sports Shooting Stars. And we return to U Smalls Athletic Field here in York, the site of Day 2 of the York Rose Bowl here, Susquehanna Township, and Penn Hills is quite a game, 36-30, as Torrin Evans took over on that last drive. He scored the touchdown scrambling, he scored the 2-point conversion scrambling, and it puts Penn Hills in a situation where they have to make an extra point or a 2-point conversion to take a lead. Torrin Evans is talking with some coaches and teammates about that, about the scramble touchdown and about the 2-point conversion. They were both quite the sight to behold.
It is a close game, so you don't know who's going to win the gift for the MVP.
No, what I'm saying is I'm just going to wait. So as soon as you have it, I got to run it.
I look at it like whoever has the ball that's the right game will know.
As soon as you make it, just throw it in my face. And I'm going to
question. Says, do you have an extra one where they can pick one from each team, then that way you can give you both? Then that way, you know, if this team wins, you know what it is. This team wins, they know what it is. Just take them both down there.
I'm not that invested. Just once y'all make, as soon as y'all make a decision, I'll still have 2 minutes to run that.
So Penn Hills deep into their own territory, run out to the far side, and a great defensive play.
And this game has been a shootout so far, Luke. This is very impressive, very fun
much.
game to cover. A lot of big plays. Like I said, both quarterbacks are doing a great job. Both running backs are doing a great job. Both defenses are showing up big time. I mean, this has been one of the best games that we featured so far at the Rose Bowl.
So 4:25 left to go. Late into this game, rolling out near side, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and 9 from the 13. Penn Hills needs to convert here deep into their own territory. A flag on the play. And based off the sideline reactions, it's looking like this is going to go against Penn Hills. Snap taken. In his own end zone, rolling out far side. Still on his feet, and he gains the first down. That'll be a first down, moves the chains, and a much necessary first down. Here's the throw by Penn Hills. And it is down in the backfield. Martell Palmer, he may have gained one. Throw it over the middle, and that should be good for another first down. Penn Hills on second down after the no-gain play previously. Yeah, that's good for a first down to move the chains.
Deep ball. That's an interception. Close to interception. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 with 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. With Susquehanna Township up by 6 points. Nice run by Mitchell. Still on his feet.
And a brief delay for me there as I get my mics set to head downstairs and interview the MVP of this game. And it's going to be hard to decide on one, especially because we aren't certain that we know the winner yet. I mean,
Yeah,
6-point
absolutely.
game this late in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very hard to pick a winner for this particular game because each team pretty much scores each time they have the ball. It's been a back and forth affair, but it's been a lot of fun as well.
So 2:15 left to go. Each team has all 3 of their timeouts. They fired to the far side, and it was nearly intercepted. You want to mute me as I go down there?
Give it a second. Let's change his battery first.
So 2:09 left to go here in the fourth.
It started to get loud in here, Luke. The fans are starting to turn up a little bit.
It certainly should be.
They're yelling defense.
Big stop needed by Susquehanna Township. They're trying to call a timeout, and they will. So 2:09, and the timeout is called, 36-30. Big play coming for Susquehanna Township. So 2:09 here. And a 6-point deficit. All right.
2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the game, with Susquehanna Township up by 6 points over Penn Hills. It has been a very colorful, fun game so far. Penn Hills with the ball. The timeout from Susquehanna Township.
We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
4th and 5 with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. A very crucial play here for Penn Hills. This is pretty much going to determine the game, in my opinion. And he's rolling out. Harris can't. Oh, that's nothing. And Susquehanna Township may have secured the win with that big-time defensive play. It gives them the ball back with 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in this game, looks like Susquehanna Township is leaning on their defense for the win, and that's a great bat at the end of the game, at the end of the last time that Penn Hills had the ball. And that may have secured the win for Susquehanna Township, and it has been a shootout. Guys, stay with us momentarily as Luke Brown will be down there for our player of the game interview. It looks like there's another injury for number 51 for Penn Hills, which is Gerald Jones, the offensive lineman. And they're back on the field, 3rd and 3, with a little less than 1 minute to go in this game. Susquehanna Township has the ball at the 36-yard line. And so far, the story tonight has been Susquehanna Township's Torrin Evans, the quarterback, man, making some amazing plays throughout this whole game. As well as number 8, Lex Cyrus, the University of South Carolina commit. Yeah, and the clock's still going. 30 seconds to go. And that's a big-time tackle in the backfield. This should be a quick timeout after that for Penn Hills. Number 58 with a nice tackle. Excuse me. Donovan Burnett, the 6'3", 260 senior for the tackle. And we are a few moments away from the player of the game interview of this game. And then Bishop McDevitt's up next versus Mount St. Joe's. And Susquehanna Township set up to punt the ball to Penn Hills. Barring anything extravagant happening, I can see Susquehanna Township walking away with a victory. But Penn Hills is getting the ball back, so anything can happen. There's 28 seconds on the clock, and we have seen a punt return happen already in one of the Rose Bowl games today. Anything can happen. There's a punt, and that's a short kick. It does take, great roll. Oh, awesome roll. Great job. And that's exactly what you want. The ball goes all the way down to the 1-yard line with 20 seconds to go. That's going to really pin Penn Hills back big time. And what plays do you have in the playbook for plays like this? You got to go 99 yards with 20 seconds to go. You got to go deep. And there's a quick pass. A little bit too much air on that ball there. Knocks off 5 seconds off the clock. And again, Susquehanna Township is going to play a dime defense. They're going to look deep. They're going to let you catch the ball short, hopefully run some time off the clock. What's in Penn Hills' favor is that they do have 2 timeouts. Second and 10. Looking deep. Harris. And he just runs out of bounds. Takes another 8 seconds off the clock. And again, this was a valiant effort. It was a really good game between 2 good ball clubs going at it. And we kind of said, like, the team that has the ball last will probably win this game. It looks like Susquehanna Township may be the victors in this particular matchup. And it's the last play of the game. You're going to see a couple pitches here. I'm sorry, one more play there with 3.9 seconds to go. I want to thank all the fans for tuning in and watching the game on the Roxamore Sports Network in collaboration with Sports Shooting Stars. And shout out to all the fans that's here at the field that came to support their teams today. Big shout out to the cheerleaders as well. The coaches on both squads. And this will be the last play of the game. 3.9 seconds to go. Susquehanna Township is in control, up 36-30, and Penn Hills needs a miracle to win this game. Short throw. Looking to pitch it, but can't, and Susquehanna Township secures the win. Great job from both ball clubs. Like I said, they laid it all on the field. This has been the best game so far of the Rose Bowl, in my opinion, but we still have 2 more games to go. But this game here has been as good as advertised. Want you fans to stay tuned. We're going to have a player of the game interview with the player of the game, which will be Torrin Evans. Torrin Evans tore it up today. He had a great game. Had over 200 yards all-purpose and pretty much put the team on his back and made everything look real easy. Incredible player, only a junior. Also, I want to give a big shout out to number 8, Lex Cyrus, who's also a University of South Carolina commit. Again, up next is Mount St. Joseph versus Bishop McDevitt. It's another big-time matchup that's about to happen. Our player of the game is Torrin Evans. I apologize. Great job from the quarterback. Only a junior, listed at 6 foot, 175. Did an amazing job here tonight. Kept his team in the lead and responded every time that they needed a chance. They needed a response. And our player of the week will receive a Jersey's Mike sub free from Jersey's Mike. Big shout out to Jersey's Mike for that shout out and looking out for us for the player of the game. Yep. And give us a few minutes. We're 20 minutes away from the Bishop McDevitt Mount St. Joseph game. But before that, we're going to do a player to game interview with Torrin Evans. As you can see, the fans can see Susquehanna Township's talking to their team and celebrating their big time win. Ron Corsi's down there as well.
Can I get a rose?
We can take him over there. He knows we need him.
Number 15 going out.
Alright, we're going to take you to the closer side so that it picks up.
We lost by 1 touchdown.
Okay. Week 1 until today.
No, not today.
Okay. Alright, we're going to wait. Buddy, we're going to go ahead. This part takes a second or two, but... Our Jersey Mike's player of the game is quarterback number 15, Torrin Evans. We've been talking about him all game. Torrin, you just told me how stressed you were in the last 10 seconds. And describe your emotions during that last 10 seconds.
I had a lot of confidence in our defense. I see the work they put in, week out. And I know we've been in this situation before. I want us to come over top and get over that hump. And
You've lost twice in a row on a Hail Mary. Obviously, this one was... Did you guys pull it out?
you know, all year, Coach Heen is just stressed finishing. That's our biggest thing. We start out fourth quarter. We didn't start off our fastest, but we picked up and that defense holding up for us great.
This game was really, really long. How did you guys stay focused through it all?
You know, we have great leaders on all. You know, we got Kasim for the linebacker. Xavier Rivera, he stepped up today in a big way with a rushing touchdown game, and we
excited for this team going forward. What are you guys looking forward to next week with this win?
Monday.
This is our Jersey Mike's player of the game.